A new report claims President Trump's businesses were bleeding red ink while he bragged about the art of the deal. The New York Times looked at IRS tax transcripts and information from the president's tax forms and found more than $1 billion in losses from 1985 to 1994. Mr. Trump lost so much money he did not pay income taxes in 8 of those 10 years. One of his lawyers told the Times that the statements, quote, about the president's tax returns and businesses from 30 years ago are highly inaccurate. Weijia Jiang is at the White House. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning, John. The New York Times reports President Trump suffered business losses of $46.1 million in 1985 alone. But despite losing so much money, he did not see a decline in his standard of living because most of the wealth belonged to banks and investors. Plus, he leaned on his father.
I got a small loan, started a business, and it's now worth billions and billions and billions of dollars.
President Trump brands himself as the deal maker in chief, promising supporters he navigates the presidency like he does his businesses.
Because I'm a deal maker. I believe that I can put both sides together.
But a New York Times investigation reveals many of those were duds, losing $1.17 billion over a decade.
I did a lot of great deals, and I did them early and young.
The investigation says in multiple years, Mr. Trump appears to have lost more money than nearly any other individual American taxpayer. And during this time, his best-selling book, The Art of the Deal, was released. In it, he shares advice about making money.
I've made a fortune by using debt. And if things don't work out, I renegotiate the debt. I mean, that's a smart thing, not a stupid thing. And I made a fortune.
How do you renegotiate the debt?
Because you go back and you say, hey, guess what? The economy just crashed. I'm going to give you back half.
Unlike other presidents, Mr. Trump has never made any of his tax returns public. He has brushed off the question, why not, many, many times.
I had no problem with it, but while I'm under audit, I would not give my taxes.
What about a summary, though, of your taxes?
You don't learn very much from tax. Hey, John, you don't learn very much from tax returns. Let me tell you right now.
Just this week, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin defied a request from House Democrats to release President Trump's tax returns, claiming the request lacks a legitimate legislative purpose. Democrats who want to beat Mr. Trump in 2020 are already making his finances an issue.
Hey, President Trump, my wife and I just released 10 years. Please do the same. Let the American people know how much money I'm making.
Well, President Trump has apparently seen this investigation. Just minutes ago, he tweeted his response saying real estate developers in the 80s and 90s were entitled to massive write-offs and depreciation. He goes on to say it was almost sport to renegotiate with banks. I think he was talking about this with you, Norah. Now, our CBS News business analyst, Joe Schlesinger, says it is normal for small-time investors to claim a loss, but nothing for something like this for someone who's claiming such large ones and investing billions of dollars over years.
Those numbers are stunning. Weijia, thank you.